Okay, so I've been debating on posting this video, but again, you guys know my luck. Things just, it's like Murphy's Law sometimes. So this is what happened here. You guys remember the equipment trailer, and I hauled the Duramax with it. I hauled, you know, a few vehicles with it, an Avalanche, things like that, my skid steer. I've never had a problem with it one bit. As a matter of fact, I purchased it about 4 months ago, and I've been using it, you know, locally. Maybe not locally. I did a few long trips with it, but basically what happened here is another person used the trailer. They loaded their 14K skid steer. Now this is a 20-ton trailer. It's an equipment trailer that I bought from an actual construction company. What ended up happening is he was driving down the highway, and from my understanding, the axles just ripped off the trailer completely. In fact, what happened was the trailer went up in the air and slammed back down, and he was using a LB7 Duramax to pull it, which is crazy because it's so overrated. But he ended up having to skull drag that trailer on the frame off to the side of the highway as safely as possible, and luckily he didn't get hurt or nobody else. Very, very intense story that happened there. Guys, this video is really a heads up because you never know what's going to happen if you purchase a trailer, no matter what size it is, off the internet. So important that you guys do the maintenance on these. I personally didn't, and I felt horrible about it. As a matter of fact, I went ahead and just paid for the towing bill to get it off the highway. Let me give you a heads up. This has been about 2 months. I'd never talked about it, never really wanted to talk about it because, you know, I know no one got hurt or no one died, and I want something within my means, but I cannot afford to spend $10,000, you know, 5 to 10K on a trailer. So I went with this thing right here. This trailer's pretty inexpensive. Now it's 7K axles. It's a 14,000 pound trailer for rated capacity. The trailer weighs 3,000 pounds. It's a pretty meaty frame right here, as you guys can tell. The frame rails, this trailer was built in 2000, so it's a pretty old trailer. So this is what I ended up doing. I went ahead and did the axles, guys. We went ahead and repacked everything with grease, put brand new tires on it. Right here, these are fresh meats, brand new. Went ahead and installed some brand new bushings and some other goodies that we have here in the trailers, as well as LED trailer brake lights, brand new wiring to the trailer, to the actual hookup up here for the electrical connection. We also did an emergency brake cable right here, as you guys can see, plus the electrical box. I want a safe trailer. It's used. Went ahead and sunk some money into it. I'm going to be rhino lining the entire trailer. Of course, I'm going to sandblast everything. A lot of stuff, but the most important, that's all the looks of it, but the most important thing right now is to make sure that this thing is safe. Because, man, that was a scary situation that gentleman had to go through, and I feel so bad about it. I'm not going to build the ramps myself. As a matter of fact, I'm paying a guy. He's going to be fabricating some really cool flip-up ramps that come down like that, with, you know, little sliders and stuff, so I can actually get up on the trailer. When we initially got this trailer, I went ahead and put Wife Max on it just to see how it fits.
I can't breathe.
So, alright, just hear me out. It had a 2-inch ball on it, hitch popped right out. No big deal, we're alive. Couldn't get the 2-inch ball out, so I had to cut it up. Put a 2 5/16. You guys gotta understand something. Right here, it says 2. It says 2. It doesn't say 5/16 on it. So, and a lot of it has to do with because it was rubbed off over the years. Now I gotta get it down.
Yeah.
It's caught right there, guys. We don't have full drive right now, so I can't move those wheels over. I would definitely drive that thing forward. This turned into a nightmare. I really should have just hooked it up to the Duramax. I'll hit the garage. All right, here's what I got. All right, here it is. I know it's not the most expensive stuff, but I don't care. I've always heard great things about Harbor Freight. I have a lot of their tools, good stuff. I went ahead and went with this trailer toolbox right here, as well as a mounting bracket for this 12,000 pound Badland winch. I think it's gonna be more than capable of what I'm trying to do with it, especially, you know, if this thing's dead or that thing's dead. I have no problem pulling it on this trailer. I'm not going to show you exactly how to do this stuff. There's a bunch of YouTube videos out there. There's no reason for that. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm pretty frustrated with that whole trailer situation. Of course, no one got hurt. That's the biggest thing that I feel good about. But with that being said, since everything is all done and set, I was excited about a big 20-ton trailer to be able to use it with my Duramax and haul anything. If you guys saw the picture, you guys probably wanted to see some real carnage. But unfortunately, that's the only picture that I have. I wasn't on ground to see that one, but I figured I'd share this with you. So guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing on the truck. I'm gonna install everything. We're gonna jump right into it. Let's go ahead and fast forward this. I'm gonna go ahead and install it right now. Just like that, guys, it's done. And as you guys can see, I installed the base plate. What I ended up doing is I went ahead and just used bolts. I bolted them to each pillar right over here, one on each end, as well as this piece right here. As a matter of fact, I was going to weld it. I was grinding and stuff, and then I started thinking about it. After I got it bolted down, I was thinking, you know what? If I ever have to pull this thing off, it would be a pain to have to bust all that weld off just to get this entire winch off. But good luck to anybody who wants to steal this thing. I'll tell you what, it is on there really good. So I did bolt it down to the actual wooden deck as well. So we have supports in the front as well as the 4 bolts, one right here, and then 2 on the other side. So I think overall it's on there pretty good. The only thing that I don't like is I have it so close to this bar right here. I have to maybe figure something different out with all that wiring. But what I ended up doing is I went ahead and hooked up the solar panel right here on top of the box. You know I'm a truck guy when I'm using U-bolts to install a toolbox on a trailer. Those U-bolts actually came off the junk donor max that I had in order to build this truck right here. So I used U-bolts to put that down on there. So check this out. So basically what I ended up doing is I actually used an old Duramax battery, and instead of actually installing, you know, cables to it and clamping it down, I went ahead and just used some old jumper cables that I had, just like that. These U-bolts come out. I actually used one of those battery tie downs that you guys would use on your truck. If you guys have a Silverado, you guys know what I'm talking about. Of course, when I'm not using the battery, I'll be hooking these up because that will be actually charging. But overall, the setup cost me around $600. That's it, not too bad. So let me show you how this works. It's pretty cool. Definitely have some coin in this trailer, but it's good because I've always wanted a winch on a trailer. Never had one before. That's really cool. So that's done. Of course, we have brand new tires. Axles have been serviced, greased, and whatnot. It has new bushings. I know the deck isn't the best, but it's still serviceable. So that is it, guys. The trailer is done for right now. And then, of course, we'll be installing the ramps here in the near future. Definitely got to save some money for that. Overall, with everything, I'd say I have about $3,500 into the trailer. Okay, so now that we're done, of course, you guys can see behind me, it's pretty dark. What I'm going to go ahead and do is just wait until tomorrow. We'll go ahead and load the WifeMax on the trailer using the winch this time. So let's go ahead and get to the next day. All right, so it's the next day. And I'm going to have Mrs. Truckmaster help me. I'm going to go ahead and pull the WifeMax out, and we're going to go ahead and put it on the trailer. You are going to hit the button.
That's an easy job.
And I'll steer.
Sounds good.
Yeah, but be careful. What I want you to do, since this is our very first time, so I want you to hang out like right here and kind of duck a little bit and then push the button.
Is there a reason I'm ducking? Why are you so destructive?
Because of America. Oops.
Yeah.
That's alright. My driveway. Alright, here's our sketchy ramps.
Yeah, we know about those sketchy ramps.
So my battery ended up dying on the actual toolbox on the trailer that I have hooked up to the winch. So I used my jump pack. I'm serious, this SP Tool jump pack is so awesome. It worked. It actually pulled the truck all the way up on the trailer. Trailer brakes work awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah. As you guys can see, we're living the squatted life back here. We do need airbags, so I'm hoping to get those done here soon. But fortunately, I'm going to roll that way. I tried to back it on the trailer, but I'm not able to clear it, the back end, because those ramps are too steep. So it's going to be a really good investment once I get the longer ramps, and then, you know, of course, them to fold up and all that. Because I'd much rather back this rig up instead of pulling it forward to not put as much weight on that tongue. What do you think?
Yeah, that was a little sketchy trying to back it up on there. You were hitting the tip to the exhaust. I don't think we caught that on video either, did we?
No, I didn't want to tell everybody that. So I'm all loaded up. I'm actually going to take it around town and, you know, test drive it, make sure everything's good. The trailer brakes and all that, everything's new on the trailer. So just want to try everything out, make sure everything's good to go. Maybe I should take my camera just in case.
What do you think of the comparison? Pulling it up without a winch and pulling it up with a winch.
Oh, night and day.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'd rather
Less
just
the anxiety too.
I'd rather just pull it up than drive it up, because I could see everything and I could just turn the wheel where I need to.
100% agree. Because that gives me anxiety, especially when you don't have like edges on the trailer. And if your tire's over a little bit too far, I'm like, oh, you're gonna like fall off the edge. And
we're actually going to be building sides on the trailer as well, and it'll be a fully functional, nice little setup once we're all done.
There goes Grace. She wants to ride again.
Thought we were going to have that one for dinner.
No, stop.
Okay, guys, that is it for this video. Stay tuned. We just had the frame painted on the Victory Max. It looks absolutely beautiful. You guys cannot miss that video. You cannot miss that video. I'm telling you. Guys, watch the video. I'm so excited. This truck is going to look so amazing. I'm trying to make it look like my red truck, sort of, but, you know, with its different touches and such, because it's red. But that's it, guys.
It'll never look as good as my white truck, though.
But that's it, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching.
Stay tuned.